Do you know why Pusha T dissed Travis Scott, or are you just bopping your head like everyone else? In a new clip single called So Be It, Pusha T made sure to disrespect Travis and his past relationship. But Pusha's saying it's because of what happened in Pharrell Williams' studio at the Louis Vuitton headquarters in Paris, France. Travis kept calling Pharrell and then pulled up just to play them his new album at the time, Utopia. That includes the track Meltdown, where Drake dissed Pharrell on his verse. Travis purposely deleted that verse before showing it to Pharrell and Pusha, which they found very disrespectful to say the least.
The rap world is shaking right now, and it's all thanks to Pusha T coming straight for Travis Scott's neck. This ain't just another diss. Less than 24 hours after Clips dropped their explosive track, Say Less, some of the biggest names in hip-hop are already making it very clear. They've been waiting for Travis to get aired out like this. And from the way it's looking, Travis might be the next big rapper to watch his whole empire crumble under the weight of these shots. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps this truth hit harder. Because what's unfolding here, it's got the potential to flip entire rap legacies upside down. So tap that like button so the whole game sees just how much trouble Travis is really in. Now let's talk about it. This right here, this is one of the wildest shakeups we've seen in the game in years. Clips dropped Say Less, and Pusha T didn't hold nothing back. His shots were aimed right at Travis Scott, sharp, direct, and surgical. But what's really catching heat isn't just the bars, it's the response from the industry. Rappers are stepping out, one after another, basically saying, finally. No cap, we're seeing way more voices rallying behind Pusha than we are standing with Travis. And that says a lot. This ain't like past beefs where people stay neutral or low-key. This time, the silence from Travis's side is deafening. Not one major artist has stepped up to defend him. Not one.
He's shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris.
So be it, so be it. So be it, so be it.
Came through carrying the, the Utopia briefcase.
Right.
Doing his whole spiel. He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the meltdown verse or whatever comes.
Meanwhile, Pusha's track is getting stamped by some of the most respected OGs in the game. From hip-hop purists to cultural gatekeepers who are calling this track pure rap excellence. It's giving career-ending energy. And Travis, he's either gonna clap back with something legendary or go completely ghost. Because one thing's for sure, right now, nobody's trying to stand in front of that bullet for him. Now this next part gets crazy. After Pusha T fired off that first full-on diss on the new Clips track and aimed it dead at Travis Scott, rappers everywhere are finally speaking their minds. Nobody expected Push to come out the gate like that, targeting Travis out of everybody in the game. But that's exactly what made the shot hit even harder. And before we dive deeper, hit that like and subscribe. It helps keep these stories loud and real. Now back to the drama. Here's what's wild. For years, Travis been moving through the industry untouched. Collabs on collabs, big budget deals, global tours. Folks either didn't dare come for him or straight up stayed silent, scared of getting pushed out the spotlight. Let's keep it real. When someone's that connected, most artists don't want the smoke. They don't want to get blacklisted, benched, or lose opportunities. Just like what people suspect happens when someone crosses Drake. But now, things are different. Pusha T ain't playing by the industry's rules no more. He's out of the major label system, and with Roc Nation behind him, and Jay-Z clearly letting him off the leash, Push can say whatever he wants, and nobody can check him. He's moving like a free agent with nothing to lose, and that freedom, it's making other rappers bold too. You can feel it. That built-up frustration with Travis is finally being let out. Rappers are standing behind Push because they've been waiting for someone to take the first swing, and now that it's happened, it's go time. Let's not forget, even Kendrick Lamar's verses have been blocked or buried in the past due to label politics. So when Push steps up, untouched by that machine, it sends a huge message. Some rappers still got the guts to speak raw truth, and the game's about to shift because of it. And here's where things really start heating up. Pusha T didn't just throw a few lines. He dropped the first ever full-blown diss track aimed straight at Travis Scott, right in the middle of one of the most hyped album rollouts we've seen in years. Everyone's been watching this album like hawks. So when that track hit, it hit loud. It's giving deja vu. Remember when Kendrick finally aired out his feelings about Drake and suddenly everybody felt free to speak on it? This moment right here feels real similar, except now it's all pointed at Travis. So who's really standing behind Pusha on this? Who's bold enough to show love publicly? At the top of that list, and you better believe it's making waves, is Tyler, the Creator, and AAP Rocky.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss.
You know,
Drake on Travis Scott talking about
P,
Pharrell's jewelry.
yeah, and all of that. That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here in that. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should. It's Travis. He's harmless. I'm not into what his whole makeup. I took it there.
Her utopia had moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat.
And then to, like, you know, to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold and then, you know, do all that he did. It was like, man, I was corny. He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. You know, I've definitely had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You died in front of me. You cried in front of me.
Cried in front of me. You died in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
I had to help. People take that type of shit for granted. I don't take that for granted. So be it.
Let's start with Rocky. He didn't say much, but he didn't have to. He went ahead and liked the post where Clips dropped the diss track. And that right there, that move spoke volumes. It wasn't just some random scroll and tap. Nah, he made sure his face showed up right next to a song that's tearing into Travis Scott. That kind of public alignment during a beef? That's not accidental. And here's the thing, Rocky ain't even been that active when it comes to Clips or Pusha's other posts. He hasn't been out here liking every drop or showing consistent support for their rollout, until now. That sudden cosign? Yeah, people are watching. Especially when we still haven't seen that new Rocky album he keeps teasing, and most of the headlines around him lately have nothing to do with music. So when he pops out of nowhere to support a Travis diss, it's making people raise their eyebrows fast. This moment is snowballing, and it's clear certain rappers are finally feeling free to show how they really feel about Travis Scott. So let's break down what Rocky just did, because that like on the diss post? That wasn't some harmless scroll move. That was a clear signal to the whole rap game. AAP Rocky is riding with Pusha T on this one. And if we're being real, nobody should be shocked. This moment's been brewing for a long time. See, Rocky and Travis have never been cool. Their tension runs deep, and even though they never threw hands or made it public in a wild way, Rocky's been dropping hints for years. If you listen close to some of those unreleased or low-key songs he's dropped while trying and failing to roll out that album that never comes, you'll catch the subs. They're aimed straight at Travis. Rocky's made it very clear he doesn't respect Travis. He's even said in interviews and through his lyrics that he sees Travis as a style thief, a whole culture vulture. Rocky's called him a grifter who ran off with the ASAP aesthetic, flipped it, and acted like it was his own. That's a deep-rooted grudge right there.
I can't be in the studio when Drake's there. I can't. I'm not allowed. When they go to Wyoming, I'm there from the 1st to the 7th. All right, I catch you. I'm gonna catch you. Next thing I hear on the 8th, bang. Drake here and he there for these many days. I don't know this. I'm not allowed. Everybody else can be there. I can't, cause I don't play neutral. I don't do that. You don't get to shoot my homeboys and so on and so forth. It's not happening. Just not what I do.
But I feel like Kanye should be taking that same stance.
But he don't do that. Like, everybody not built like me, bruh. Everybody not built like me. And you can't make people be built like you. You can't make people, you can't. And I don't charge. And this is the music industry. This ain't the streets.
Right.
So I don't carry people like that.
Right.
I don't. It's like it is what it is. When I was growing up, if I wanted to go to the mall, if you couldn't fight, you couldn't come to the mall with me. We could come back home and play ball all day.
Oh, you was that guy?
Yes.
I brought
You can't come. If you can't come to the mall, if you can't fight, you can't come to the mall with me. Cause you gonna run, I'm gonna get jumped, you gonna run, and I'm gonna hate you forever. I don't wanna hate you.
So now that Pusha T finally aired Travis out in a track that's making major noise, Rocky wasted no time co-signing it. And honestly, that move feels personal, real personal, especially with all the tension that's been simmering behind the scenes. This might even be Rocky's way of low-key jumping into the beef without having to drop a full diss himself. At least not yet, but don't be surprised if he slides into it soon. He's done it before, like when Kendrick took the first shot at Drake and the rest of the crew followed right behind with their albums. But let's shift to someone whose reaction was even louder without saying a word. Tyler, the Creator. His support for this diss speaks volumes, because Tyler don't just jump into drama for no reason. The way he reacted shows just how unloved Travis Scott is behind the scenes. That silence we're hearing from Travis's camp, yes, it's sounding real lonely right now. So now let's talk about Tyler, the Creator. Because when he shared that Clips track on his story, it wasn't just some casual repost. Sure, Tyler hypes up a lot of Clips music. He's a real hip-hop head and he worships legends like Pharrell and Pusha T. But this time, it felt way deeper than fan love. Let's be real here. Tyler's been tight with Pharrell for years. Their bond runs deep, not just personally, but musically too. And since Push is Pharrell's close collaborator, that loyalty extends right over to him. So you already know Tyler heard this track way before the public did. This diss didn't catch him by surprise. If anything, he probably co-signed it before it dropped. And here's the twist. If Pusha came for Travis Scott like this because Travis let Drake go off on Pharrell on Meltdown and said nothing to stop it, then everything starts to make sense. Pharrell was dragged into some beef he had nothing to do with. And if there's one person who's made it crystal clear over the years that he would ride hard for Pharrell no matter what, it's Tyler. Tyler doesn't play about Pharrell. He's basically said he owes his whole career to that man. So now imagine how he felt seeing Travis let his album become a platform for Drake to throw dirt on Pharrell's name. Tyler probably took that personal, very personal. And now with Tyler posting that diss track on his page, knowing full well what it was about and who it was aimed at,
Wonder Travis hasn't dropped a diss track back at Pusha T. He's got a clever way of making Pusha look totally embarrassed. Pusha T recently released his track So Be It, going hard at Travis Scott for being fake and disloyal. Fans expected Travis to stay quiet since Pusha clearly thinks Travis isn't on his level. But instead, Travis shared a mysterious Instagram story at 3 a.m. showing a man holding and kissing a salamander. It looked like a random post, but fans speculated it was Travis's way of saying Pusha's attacks were all fake. Some fans even wondered, why not just drop a diss track instead of these vague metaphors? But here's the twist. The salamander reference wasn't random. It's a dig at Pusha's beef with Drake. When Pusha exposed Drake's secret son, things got ugly fast. In retaliation, Drake spread rumors about Pusha, accusing him of collecting salamanders and doing unspeakable things to them in the summer. The whole thing became a running joke, and Pusha's career took a hit with that scandal. Now, Pusha's back with more shots at Drake's hypocrisy, but Travis has cleverly brought that embarrassing secret back into the spotlight, making Pusha the target of public ridicule once again.
that's not just support, that's a quiet shot at Travis too. And who knows, Tyler might have even helped shape this record behind the scenes. Some fans are already speculating he could have had a hand in it, or might even be on it somewhere. Either way, his silence speaks volumes. Tyler is not rocking with Travis on this one, not even a little. But when you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, it's clear what Tyler's really doing. He's planting his flag on the side of real hip-hop. Standing alongside Pusha T, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, all the heavyweights fighting to bring authenticity back to the game. This ain't just about one diss track. This is about pushing the fakes out and bringing the realness back into the spotlight. And let's not act brand new. Tyler is fully surrounded by people who have a reason to check Travis Scott. His best friend in the game, ASAP Rocky, co-signing the diss. His idol Pharrell, at the center of this drama after getting disrespected on Travis's project. And then Pusha T, both a friend and an icon to Tyler, just lit the fuse with this track. With all that, of course Tyler's rocking with this movement, no question about it. This isn't just friendly support, it's a full-blown push to edge Travis out of the space he's been dominating. These artists are fed up, and now they're finally saying it out loud. Travis been moving like everything's about clout and flashy trends, jumping on whatever's hot no matter how corny it looks. The game sees it now, and they're calling it out. Let's be real, even the sound Travis built his whole career on? Folks say it's just a mashup of Kanye's leftover beats and stolen sauce from other artists. The creativity, the originality. A lot of rappers are saying it was never really there. Travis just flipped bits and pieces from everyone else's playbook, threw some auto-tune on it, and called it a wave. But now, that wave's crashing. Because artists like Tyler, who built entire worlds off of vision and raw creativity, they're done watching someone rise off borrowed swag. And this moment right here, it's the rap world pushing back. Let's be real. Most of these rappers probably never respected Travis Scott on an artistic level to begin with. And now, after what he allowed to happen to Pharrell with that meltdown mess, this feels like the final straw. It's like the whole industry's been waiting for a reason to dogpile, and now they've got it. People are finally speaking up, loudly, and Travis is standing in this mess alone. And it's not slowing down either. From the way things are moving, we're just scratching the surface. More names are popping out, more truths are coming to light, and it's becoming crystal clear. Hip-hop been holding something in when it comes to Travis. And now, they're letting it out without fear. Right now, there's zero big names stepping in to defend him. Not one. And what's even wilder, some are doing more than just staying quiet. They're actively encouraging the takedown. They're reposting the song, liking shady posts, and standing with Pusha like they've been ready for this moment. One thing's for sure, if there's a lesson here, it's this. Don't play with Pharrell. The man is deeply respected in this culture. You diss him, even indirectly, his people will ride for him, and they'll come for your whole career. As for Travis, let's be honest. This might be the fall-off moment. All those games he's been playing, the industry clout chasing, the image control, the trend hopping, it's catching up to him. Just like what we saw happen with Drake recently, folks are tired. And that kind of energy, it can leave a career in ruins real quick. And get this, Pusha T might not even be done. That diss track already hinted at something deeper. He brought up Travis losing Kylie Jenner, his pride, and then dropped a cryptic line about some kind of embarrassing video that Travis doesn't want out. What's on that footage? Nobody knows yet. But if Push decides to drop the full truth, it might be game over for real. And if Pusha T decides to turn the heat all the way up, Travis Scott might really be done. The respect he once had in the rap game, gone. Especially from major figures like Pharrell and others who helped shape the culture. That loss isn't just embarrassing, it's career-threatening. Let's be honest, this era of Travis running around chasing hype and standing for nothing, it looks like it's officially over. The culture is shifting. Fans and rappers alike want artists who stand on something, who speak with purpose, who aren't just floating on style with zero substance. And if Travis can't show that, he's in real trouble. Right now, unless Travis can drop a massive hit, a song so big it distracts everyone from this wave of backlash, then this might be the beginning of the end. But even that feels like a stretch. Because, truthfully, Travis has been ice cold since Utopia. No real heat, no viral solo tracks. The only noise he's made lately came from riding the wave of bigger names like Future, Metro Boomin, or Cardi B. And when you look at it like that, what exactly can he do to recover? Because the sad truth is, a lot of artists and fans already believe Travis isn't original. They think he just borrows other people's sounds, style, and ideas. So if the industry starts turning its back and he can't borrow momentum from collaborators anymore, he's left with nothing. And this wave of rejection, it's picking up speed. Peers are distancing themselves, rappers aren't showing love, and once that happens in hip-hop, it's a wrap. The real danger now isn't just the disrespect, it's the isolation. If enough names stop working with him, Travis could be staring at the kind of fall that some never recover from. And the craziest part? We might not have even hit the peak yet. Because if Pusha T's holding on to something even bigger, if he's got another Story of Adidon type moment lined up for Travis, it's about to get nasty. This could be one of those game-changing moments that shifts the entire culture. And honestly, Travis Scott did not see this storm coming. So now I gotta ask, what do you think about all of this? What's your take on the way hip-hop is reacting to Pusha T's diss? Are you surprised that so many rappers are lining up behind Push and basically making it clear that they're done with Travis? Do you think Travis can bounce back? Or is this the beginning of a serious fall from grace? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear everything you've got to say. And if you made it this far in the video, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment. It helps the channel a ton and keeps these deep dives going strong. And if you want to see just how wild things got even before this Travis diss, when Clips dropped Say Less and instantly had the whole industry shook, then make sure to check out the suggested video on screen right now. Trust me, Travis was already sweating before this diss even hit. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.